time.
Mama.
Connie's avoiding the camera. It's Kelsey. I got a real big close-up.
Good morning. Welcome to Tiffany Salute to America. The first grade students are proud to present a selection of songs celebrating our country, our flag, and our people. We hope you will enjoy our program. To start our program, we will be singing 3 songs of our country, the United States of America. To my flag, I will be true in all I say and all I do. And to the republic for which it stands, Republic is a land for God, for men and women too. To vote and choose the ones they want to rule our country true. Our stick together and make our land, and with God's help will always stand. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our country gives us liberty, which means we are free. And justice means the laws are fair to you as well as me. Please stand and join us in the pledge of allegiance. Ready to go. When this is over, we would like to thank Mrs. Cox for playing the piano for us. And a special thanks to Mrs. Wells for directing us. Thank you for coming to our program today. We hope you have enjoyed our musical tour to the USA. And now we'd like to close with our favorite song, Need to Be the Boy. Please join us to set the final scene.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Who can you see?
Oh, well, not you. It's no big deal.
Let's turn it off.
And the best part of all is we can fly at the same time. Hello, and welcome to Aphrodite Airlines, the airline that you can trust. Explore the beauty of flying. Flight attendants are available for young children. Hello, and welcome to Aphrodite Airlines. How may I help you today, sir?
Yes, I'd like 3 children tickets to Minnesota, please, in the Beltran name, please.
I see. 9:30 a.m., sir?
Yes.
Okay, can I see your ticket, please? Thank you very much. Looks okay to me. There's nothing. This one looks just as good. 1 second, please.
Me and my children love Aphrodite Airlines.
I love Aphrodite Airlines.
I love Aphrodite Airlines. It sure is great.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, daughter.
Oh, I love Aphrodite Airlines, Dad. It's fun. You can see the beauty of flying. I definitely request that you fly with Aphrodite Airlines. Right, kids?
Right.
Yeah! Okay, cut.
Good.
Do a thing like that. Huh? Not with me. Not on me. No, I can't even see.
Oh, I know. I have to. You better do it good. I can't see it. That stupid thing.
Come up on stage, please. Don't leave.
Rooting you on. After you start your race, you are eager to keep trying, and you want to get ahead. Life is like a race. You have your family, friends, and teachers cheering you on. Since our first day of school, we have had teachers to guide us. In our 7 years of elementary school, we have worked hard to do our work and please our teachers and families. All of us have made friends during the school year and have had fun. We've had tests, homework, and many challenging assignments. Even though we've done all this work to to get to this point, the race isn't over. Elementary school is only the first lap. We still have the rest of our lives to finish the race. Let's run a good race.
Thank you, Matthew. That was nicely done. I'd like to greet you all now in a nicer way without yelling at you. This is a class that has been a very pleasant class to work with. All the classes at Tiffany, this is my 8th year, have been wonderful to work with. And this has been this group of boys and girls has been no exception. Sure, as parents, you're extremely proud of the boys and girls that you have sent to Tiffany School. We're proud to have them. They're very, very successful. Their success is due, certainly, I appreciate the staff that we have, and most importantly, though, their success is due to you as parents who support them from day one at Tiffany School, or wherever they've been. So many of them are from Tiffany since kindergarten. You're to be congratulated, moms and dads and extended families, for the support that you have given your students. We will be passing these students on to the 7th grade, to the middle schools. That's plural, there's more than one school, but mostly Medina Middle School. And we're proud to be sending these boys and girls on. Tonight is sort of a different time, and we have this supposedly at 4:30, we started at 4:40. It'll be a nice time if you have a family event afterwards. If by chance any of you are interested in taking your children out to lunch or anything tomorrow, make sure you send a note with your child so they can be excused at the noon hour, otherwise they will not be until the normal dismissal, Thursday dismissal time is 2 o'clock. So make sure that that is done, if that is in your plans. We always need to remind the moms and dads. We have had a wonderful partnership with the USS Chancellorsville. This has been since 1990 or 91. And the Chancellorsville has worked closely with us. Your 6th graders have profited a great deal from that. The work the gentlemen from the ship have done on the field, painting maps, to the work that they have done tutoring, and 4 very special people spent a full week with our boys and girls up at 6th grade camp. We've also had tours of the ship, all courtesy Captain Eddie. I'd like to introduce now the captain of the USS Chancellorsville.
Thank you, Mr. Snyder. Class of 97, proud parents and grandparents, family, friends, it's a real pleasure, it's an honor to be here today. When Mr. Snyder called me and offered this opportunity to speak, he asked me if I could observe the 3 B's. And I said, what are those? And he said, be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. I assured him I could hit at least 2 of the 3, although I thought for a while I would have to be loud also. I know I could hit at least 2 of the 3. So I thought, what could I say to the class of 97 that would make a difference? Could I say anything that you would remember when you leave this building today, perhaps even a year from now or some years from now? I'm going to try to do that. I want to pass on to you one phrase, and that phrase happens to be the Chancellorsville motto, and that motto is, press on. A very simple phrase, press on. Where did it come from and what does it mean? We got the motto from Stonewall Jackson. Stonewall Jackson was a principal player in the Battle of Chancellorsville. He and General Robert E. Lee in the South fought against the North, and in fact, at the Battle of Chancellorsville, Stonewall Jackson was killed. But his favorite exhortation, his favorite rallying cry to the troops who worked for him was to press on. And so that phrase eventually became adopted by our ship as the ship's motto. What does it mean? It means that regardless of the amount of adversity that you face, and Matthew in his very nice remarks was talking about, hey, the race isn't over, we've got a lot more to do, there are lots more things ahead of us, let's run a good race. Well, in those things that are ahead, it's very, very important that you never give up, that you always press on, that you find a way to look within yourself to do your best. Because if you do your best, you will never fail. You'll always be a success to yourself because you pressed on and you did your best. Let me put this into perspective just a little bit about how I feel about that phrase. Only last week, I also coach a Little League baseball team, and only last week we had a game, it was our last game of the season, and several of our players hadn't gotten a chance to play in some key positions on the team throughout the year because they were less experienced, couldn't pitch, couldn't do some of those things. So we said, okay, last game of the season, let's let those people who haven't played those key positions do the things they wanted to do all season long. So a fellow started pitching, hadn't pitched all year, he was only 10 years old, this is 10, 11, and 12-year-old team, 10 years old, he started pitching, followed by another fellow who hadn't pitched. We had a catcher who wanted to catch all year, but we were really reluctant to let him do so because he didn't have the experience, and we put him in. Well, what do you think the result was? Well, after 2 innings, the score was 11-0, and we weren't on top. But we said, we're going to do this, and everybody continued to try throughout the game. At the end of the game, and I wish I could tell you it was a win, but it wasn't. The score was 14-12. And we lost by 2 runs, having been behind 11-0 in the first 2 innings. I was as proud of our team's effort as I could have been if we had won, because they never gave up. They kept pressing on, despite the fact there was a lot of adversity. There were some people out there laughing about, oh, he couldn't pitch, and he could do this, and he couldn't do that. But we pressed on, we had a great game, and I told our guys at the end that they were all winners because of the way they played that game. So that's the way we want you to play your life, to press on, to set goals, to get after those goals, and just because you don't succeed at first, try, and try again, press on. Thank you.
That's a great motto. Thank you very much, Captain. By the way, Captain has another connection with the school. A few years ago, he coached a couple of our kids unbeknownst to me, Children's Basketball League, Ryan, and a few others, 3 or 4 years ago, just by coincidence. Before I give out the President's Academic Fitness Award, I would like to thank Anita Lissa, High School, Mike Swift, the ASB advisor, for 8 years now, has generously offered this facility to us, and they do all the work. They set up everything for us. We got the beautiful presentation that Mrs. Ortiz and the committee have put together here, the flowers and the ways, the decorations. I don't know where she got the trees. I'm going to ask Patty about that one. That's a new one. But the high school has been so generous at no cost to us. So I think it's a real partnership. And so if you see or know Mike Swift, the Associated Student Body of Benita Vista High School, please thank them as a 6th grade parent. I'd like to now give out the President's Academic Fitness Awards. I'll ask the captain to help me in just a minute. I would like to remind you that these are awards given to students. The award, well, let me give one. Well, These are signed by President Clinton, by the Secretary of Education and Private. And it says here, the President's Educational Award presented to in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. These are boys and girls that have received, have scored on the Stanford Achievement Test, which is a test that we give every year, at the 85th percentile or above in both reading and math, or combined above at the 85th level, and have an A- average grade. Now, I don't know what you did in high school or elementary school or middle school, but I didn't do that. That's for sure. And so I commend these children. They generally say it's about 20% of the class, 7 to 20, I'll be keeping track. 7 to 10% of your class would qualify. We have 20% of the students here qualifying for this award. So again, I congratulate these boys and girls. We will call them up. I'll leave them in the envelope so that they're protected when we call them. Now, when you come up, boys and girls, I do want to remind you of the steps here we talked about this morning. Actually, I'm going to move this back a little bit, past the front. Captain, I'm going to ask you to come up if you will hand these to the boys and girls. Alphabetical order goes to Michelle, Alfonso, Michelle. Scott Martin. Jennifer Bautista. They have dresses on. First time I've ever seen these. Dresses on. Philip Gordonay.
I don't have quite as many members of the student council for 6th graders this year, but I'd like to compliment them on the job well done. I think the primary focus of student council is to provide service to the community, and I think we've done that pretty well this year and past years. Every November we help with the Children's Welfare Council provide food for the needy. This year you may remember that the North County suffered through some fires that we were able to collect some money for that as well. In addition to school activities that we provide for, Spirit Days, also the assemblies that we also provide for. So I'm real proud that the students, they didn't provide or need a lot of guidance. They kind of provided their own guidance this year, which was a pleasure to me, to say the least. So I'd like to call you up individually if I could. Michael Bejarano. John Barker. Rachel Lauderman. Tammy Hughes. Cynthia Tapia. And Jessica Chu. Martinez, Matthew Nakamura, and Marissa Harrison.
Class of 97 has observed 7 wonderful years at Tiffany Elementary. The year we were in kindergarten was also the first year Mr. Sherman was principal at Tiffany Elementary. Since it is time for us to leave and move on to middle school, we would like to say thank you to Mr. Snyder and share some highlights that we will always remember about him. Tournaments. Thank you, Mr. Snyder, for organizing all the lunchtime team sports. They make recess much more fun and enjoyable. We appreciate your leadership and your energy.
Birthday pencils. Whenever a student at our school has a birthday, you come to our classrooms and wish us a happy birthday. And you always give us a special birthday pencil. Thank you, Mr. Snyder, for making us so special. It makes this school a great place.
And one thing we've been wondering, Mr. Snyder, how do you remember everybody's name? We thank you. For 7 great years, we'll always remember how much you care about us. Our secret class is a special gift for you. Also, the annual, there's a special page dedicated to you. Thank you, Mr. Snyder.
As most of you know, I've had a good 6th grade combination class this year, and it's sort of a mixed emotions that I send the 6th graders off because you may know that in a 6th grade classroom, you don't spend as much time with, both groups as you would like. But I feel that the 6th graders have made a lot of progress this year. You've worked very hard. I'd like to give some credit to two of the other 6th grade teachers, Mrs. Milonakis and Mrs. Martinson, for helping me out in social studies so I can work with the 5th graders. And you guys have done a commendable job. So I think they did Okay, if you would, don't forget, like I forgot what to do, so be sure to pick up your annual and your ribbon when you come up, okay? Selma Dolly, Let's have the whole roll up. Let's have the whole roll up. Could you look this? Mr. Harms. The 5th grade. Procedure. Can I have the 5th graders line up in a straight line, please? I mean, the 6th graders. In a straight line. Forgiven? Lance Barnhill.